Oh, well, originally I was tree planting and running tree planting camps on the island. And I wrote the assistant ranger exam and passed, so they sent me to ranger school and everything, and I got to be a forest ranger and worked at first at Ganges and then up in Minstrel Island and Seashell and quite a few places, you know. And then finally to Pemberton, worked there, and then I quit working there for them and started up a little sawmill. I'll have to send you some pictures of that sawmill thing. And ran the mill with an old tractor that Lloyd Shore used to use on his farm for a while, and then got a better motor and did a lot better. First year with that tractor, didn't have much power, and I went in the hole $1,100 the first year. But then after that, when I got that other motor, I did all right.
Was that during the war?
Oh no, I was in the war. I was in the Air Force for about 5 years. Yeah, and so then after the war I came back, and that's when this all took place, you see.
Okay.
But I did work before the war for the Forest Service too, and then went back to them, and then this gradually happened until I came here and quit and got married and raised a family here and sawmilled, and then got trucking when Whistler started. That's when I did real good. I always look forward to coming back here, but I don't get here that often anymore, and now I'm 91, so I guess it might be my last trip here, who knows?
Yeah. We have some of your saws that came out of your original collection of mall saws.
Oh yeah.
Tell us how you set up that business here.
I forget now, I was in Vancouver and I ran into the mall guys because I needed a power saw, and I just had that real old one, a little Hornet, and it wasn't reliable enough, so I got a mall, and then they asked me to take the sales of them here, like, you know, so I sold, I forget, I think I sold 17 of them in the valley, and the profit on them was 30%, which I thought was kind of high, so then I supplied a gas can like that red one there with every saw and tools that I threw in and everything, because I thought that was too big a profit, eh? But anyway, I sold 17 of them and wore out a couple of them in my own business there, making logs. But I used to work 8 hours sawing in the mill, and then everybody went home, and I'd wind the top off of a can of pork and beans and then eat it with a spoon right out of the can and get back to work and make logs till it got too dark to see for the next day. That was tough days, but maybe that's why I'm as old as I am, I don't know.
Did any of this logging without power saws?
Oh yeah. Well, before the war, Ken and I were like, we used to fall snags when it wasn't planting time, you see. Fall snags so for forest fire protection, and that was hand falling. And we could work, we were each ambidextrous. We could saw left-handed or right-handed and chop right-handed and left-handed without any problem. When we get tired, we just change hands and keep on going. You know, and we made records hand falling. They used to measure the stumps to pay us. You see, with contract. Measure the stump and then the area that we cut, the square feet, recorded, and that's how we got paid, and we did pretty darn good. And so we set records that never got broken, but of course the power saws came in shortly after, so that might be partly responsible for that, but somebody would have beat it sooner or later. Was glad to get to the Air Force, because the last day I worked in the woods, they were running the rigging and you couldn't get new lines for the machines very good, you know. And so here, the haulback line particularly had all kinds of long splices in it because it would break, you see. Well, this day, just about quitting time, when they got the rigging back about 2,000 feet into the woods to the back spar, the haulback broke. Down came the what they called the bike, which is the thing that run up on the. It came down and broke the top off the spar tree, and down came all the rigging and everything, and boy, what a mess. And so that same night when I got to camp here was my call to the Air Force. I was sure happy about that, because that would have been a heck of a job.